What is going down? I am Sammy Goldberg. Welcome to Respect the Chain. And right now we're in New York City at Brooklyn Dumpling Shop. Now we know the world has changed due to COVID, and Brooklyn Dumpling Shop is keeping up with the times by bringing back the automat style. You guys have a lot of different concoctions of dumplings. You got peanut butter and jelly dumplings, Reuben Dumplings,
so
French onion soup dumplings,
matzo ball soup dumplings.
Matzo ball soup dumplings. So you've got every type of cuisine, and you're putting it into a dumpling.
Yeah. So my background is Chinese restaurants, Brooklyn Chop House, steak houses. So that really explains it all.
You sound like my Jewish cousin.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen a pastrami sandwich all my life at my dad's diner. It was this big, bigger than my head. And for me to bite it, I had no interest. It was intimidating as a child.
It's huge.
But now with pastrami dumplings, I eat them like M&Ms. I started doing research on Horn and Hardin, the automat. Because what I love about the automat is you cut out all the middle. You don't need cashiers. You don't need counter people saying, Joe Smith gets this, Seamless gets that, Grubhub.
There's no people. There's no people are involved.
No, there's no people. That's half the equation. So your relationship is through your smartphone and the locker. The heated locker is at 145 degrees.
145 degrees, so that really keeps it warm.
Yes, and the refrigerator to 35, which you'll only use on some occasions, like beers and stuff like that.
That sounds like an all occasion thing.
If you're a beer drinker, it's all occasion. And then we put UV lights on everything. So every time the locker door opens, it gets hit with the UV light.
Now, you guys have a Bitcoin ATM machine
Yeah,
here?
so my friend created the ATM Bitcoin.
That is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. I've never seen an ATM Bitcoin.
So basically what you do is you'll put your cash in the Bitcoin ATM, and then it'll print out a barcode or text it to your phone, and you'll have a little bank with your Bitcoin in there, and then you'll proceed over here and process your order.
So if my dumpling's $10, I'll go to the Bitcoin ATM, put in the equivalent of $10, get my Bitcoin on a receipt, then take it over there and pay my dumpling with Bitcoin?
Yes.
I love this. Right now we are trying the dumplings. This is pretty amazing over here. We've got Philly cheesesteak dumplings. We've got Reuben dumplings. We've got French onion soup dumplings. When you think of a sandwich, when you think of anything, you normally say, I gotta put that in between 2 slices of bread. What they're doing here is the dough of the dumpling becomes the bread, and with that type of thinking, that's how they're coming up with these crazy, unique, fun combinations. Let's start over here. We've got the Philly cheesesteak dumpling. When you think of Philly cheesesteak, you normally think of it in a big, gigantic hoagie with the oil dripping out. It's gigantic, it's a huge meal. But now what they did is they put Philly cheesesteak in an actual dumpling. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. That literally tastes like a Philly cheesesteak. It's small, it's compact, it's unique. It's a Philly cheesesteak and a dumpling. When you want deli, people are traveling to New York City. There's delis all over the place, and it's all about a Reuben. People love the Reuben. What they're doing here is they've got Reuben dumplings. I've never had a Reuben dumpling in my life. In the city, everybody wants deli. Deli, 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 deli. But this right here, this is what the 21st century is doing. This is the Millennial Reuben right here. It's a Reuben in a dumpling. That's amazing. It's got the pastrami, it's got the sauerkraut, it's got that Russian dressing. This tastes like any deli you would go to, except, once again, it's not wrapped in bread. It's a Reuben wrapped in a dumpling. You see, a lot of times when you get food, it's not the perfect bite. Sometimes if you get a sandwich, you'll have a piece of tomato to the left, but not a piece of tomato on the right. Sometimes you'll have some sauce over here, but not some sauce over there. The greatest thing about these dumplings is every taste, every bite, you get all the ingredients because they're wrapped up in a perfect dumpling. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna try the French onion soup dumpling. I love French onion soup. French onion soup, it comes out normally in a big pot with all the cheese overflowing. Sometimes it's complicated to eat French onion soup because when I eat my French onion soup, I want cheese in every single bite, but it tastes so good and it's on the top, I just eat all the cheese all at once. But what they're doing here is they're helping people like me. They're putting the French onion soup to a dumpling here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this French onion soup. As you can see, there's no oozing cheese on the outskirts, it's on the inside. So I know I'm getting my soup, I'm getting my cheese. That is so good. That is French onion soup. That is amazing. You got that cheese, you got the sweet onion in there. Best French onion soup I've ever had in a dumpling. I gotta tell you.
This is Stratis Morfogen, owner of Brooklyn Dumpling Shop, and you're watching Respect the Chain.